The next thing we are going to tackle is all of these gradebook errors that came in after we imported our course. So the best place to start is in the Manage Grades tab, and you may see many of these messages up at the top, and that is because it is yelling at us that everything is not weighted appropriately. So as soon as I selected that it was going to be a weighted grade, it started trying to figure out what goes where. And notice when I have imported my course, I have a lot of things that are uncategorized. So something to recognize is that there is a slight color variation between items that are uh, items in your gradebook, columns, I should call them, and ones that are categories. So you can see this here, like this assignment is a category, attendance is a category. I have another one here. So you probably have many things that might have come over. You'll notice that some of them are just like default Blackboard categories with maybe nothing in them. When a category comes from Blackboard, it usually gets set with a zero point 0.01 weight. So will have to adjust that. But probably the first thing you should do is kind of look through, take an assessment, see what is there, see what you use, what you don't use. For me, I have a lot of assignments here that are from a third party tool, which I have to delete out of there. So I might just clean that up altogether. So the first step is kind of just assessing what you have, what you want to keep. Another thing to note is that you're going to see some different associations. So anything, this column, the top of the column is cut off right now, but you'll notice it's called association. So anything that is connected, it's not going to let you delete these out. So this is something old in my course. I'll probably need to delete it, but it is associated with an actual quiz. It's telling me what type of thing it is associated with. So I'll have to do some cleanup in order to delete things. So cleaning up is a kind of a multi-phase process as you're going through your gradebook and you're going through your course. So the first thing I like to do is kind of start with some easy things that I can delete. So I'm going to go to more actions. You're going to hit this delete. It's kind of opposite than you would expect, but you're going to go through and start deleting things. Notice that test I have to delete, it shows me it's connected. So, but anything that is not grayed out allows you to delete it. You just want to be really careful. So I might go through and delete some of these things in my course. And there's going to be a lot of things in this particular course that are going to be connected to a third party tool. So I'm going to delete a lot of this stuff. But you may have to be a little bit choosier, and you know your course best, so you'll be able to make that decision. So I'm also going to delete these calculated columns. So I had several averages in my Blackboard course. Those are not really going to work anymore. They have to be reset up. So I'm just going to take them out. And with Brightspace, they are doing subtotals for you. So keep that in mind too. So I'm just going to really wipe a lot of this stuff out. You'll see that an assignment, I don't have an assignment here, so I'm going to take that out. This is attendance from Blackboard attendance. I'm going to remove that from my course, but maybe I'm going to keep this stuff right here. And I see another category that I might not need anymore. So you can kind of go through a little bit at a time. I'm going to wipe this whole category out here. Notice again, if you have a category, then the items within there are slightly indented. So you can kind of tell if you're, deleting something that you didn't mean to. So be careful. And again, do it in stages and use your course information sheet to help. Use your, if you have some assignments, list of assignments in front of you, that's always helpful too. So use whatever tools you have available. And as you kind of go through this process and start deleting things that you are needing to delete, at the end of this, you're going to be able to go down and hit the delete button. So I'm still going through my list here. I probably have several more to get rid of. That's journal. You can get rid of that. I have some other things here. I'm going to keep them for now. So I'm going to keep going through. At the end, I have another overall grade that came from Blackboard. And again, I'm going to take that off because Brightspace comes with the calculated, final calculated column that is going to do your calculations. So I'm going to take that out. I have 68 things I'm deleting so far. Here we go. It's going to go through and delete, and notice a lot of my error messages are going away little by little. So it's taking some time to go through this. So that is kind of the start of your cleanup. And then you want to kind of assess what you have left in here. So notice mine's a lot cleaner. And we're going to kind of go through the next step. I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup here, and then we'll come back for the next step, which will be weighting our different categories.